Hi, welcome to Mike's Retro Gaming. Today we're stepping back into the 16-bit era to revisit a few old classics. Specifically, we're looking at the top 10 user-rated games for the Super Nintendo as voted by those visiting the GameFAQs website. The SNES originally released in Japan in late November 1990 with an August release in North America the following year. The console managed to sell 46.1 million units worldwide and sold a whopping 379 million games from its 1,757 game collection. This fourth-generation powerhouse is perhaps best remembered for its RPG and platforming classics, but the SNES also managed to dive into the simulation and puzzle-solving genres as well. Even though the Sega Genesis had a 2-year head start and an aggressive marketing push, Nintendo would emerge as the winners of the 16-bit age, selling around 1.5 million more consoles. Its strong library is a major factor in that win, so with that in mind, here's the top 10 user-rated SNES games. Premiering in August 1995, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island trades the bold pixel look of its predecessor for a distinctive, hand-drawn storybook aesthetic that remains instantly recognizable. Yoshi's journey to reunite baby Mario with his brother introduces unique mechanics to the Mario franchise, including egg throwing for combat and puzzle solving, as well as playful transformations that let Yoshi temporarily become vehicles like helicopters and submarines to reach new areas. Levels are accessible for casual play, yet encourage replay, as players can revisit them to improve their scores and chase 100% completion. Boss fights mix things up with inventive scenarios, often transforming ordinary enemies into giant threats. With a user rating of 4.35, Yoshi's Island is a whimsical yet challenging SNES classic. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest swung onto the SNES in November 1995, refining everything that made the original series great. Solid responsive controls make the tag team gameplay shine, with Diddy's speed and agility contrasting with Dixie's slower pace and helicopter spin for unique movement options. The 16-bit graphics are among the best on the system, bringing 52 stages across 8 worlds to life with incredible detail and variety. Animal buddies return with expanded abilities, and collectibles like Crim coins and DK coins now unlock game areas, rather than serving as mere bragging rights. David Wise's atmospheric, melodic soundtrack perfectly complements each environment. With a user rating of 4.38, DKC2 remains a crowning conquest in the SNES platforming jungle. Mega Man X blasted onto the SNES in December 1993, evolving the classic series with a faster, more fluid style and a rocking soundtrack that matched its high-energy gameplay. The new wall jump and dash abilities revolutionized movement, adding verticality and speed to platforming. Stage bosses test both skill and reflexes, while numerous power-ups, including hidden armor upgrades, encourage thorough exploration. Players can revisit completed stages to hunt for secrets, and some levels change based on which bosses you've defeated. When Storm Eagle is defeated, his airship crashes into Spark Mandrill's stage, changing environmental hazards and modifying mini-boss encounters. The vibrant 16-bit visuals shine over the 8-bit originals, and the non-linear progression keeps each playthrough fresh. With a user rating of 4.38, Mega Man X remains a defining SNES action platformer. Bundling 4 of Mario's classic NES adventures into one package, Super Mario All-Stars arrived in July 1993 as both a celebration of the series and a showcase of the SNES's capabilities. Every game received updated backgrounds, redrawn sprites, and even weather effects that give familiar stages new life. The remastered soundtrack takes full advantage of the SNES's sample-based audio chip, delivering richer, more dynamic versions of iconic tunes while preserving their original charm. For the first time in the United States, players could experience the Lost Levels, a notoriously challenging sequel previously exclusive to Japan. With a user rating of 4.40, Super Mario All-Stars stands as a definitive celebration of Mario's early adventures. March 1996 brought a Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, a landmark Square Nintendo crossover, blending the charm of Mario with the storytelling and mechanics of a classic RPG. Mario's mastery of pantomime delivers humor and expression without spoken dialogue, while the platforming elements tie the game to its roots. The Mushroom Kingdom and beyond are rendered in a blocky, isometric style that perfectly suits the Mario aesthetic, with a world map linking beautifully crafted areas for Mario and his companions to explore. Hidden items and rare accessories reward curiosity, while a cast of new and returning characters keeps the adventure lively. With a user rating of 4.46, Super Mario RPG remains a unique and enduring entry into Mario's legacy. Super Metroid premiered in late March of 1994, delivering an expansive, interconnected world filled with many different environments to explore. The game leans into a collectathon appeal, offering a massive array of power-ups alongside a carefully curated selection of meaningful upgrades that directly impact Samus's traversal and combat abilities. From the speed booster to the grappling beam, each enhancement opens up new paths and strategies. Controls are tight and animations fluid, making navigation and combat feel precise and satisfying. Boss encounters are memorable and challenging, serving both as skill tests and cinematic highlights. With a user rating of 4.46, Super Metroid remains a landmark in game design, blending atmosphere, discovery, and action into one unforgettable experience. Super Mario World arrived as the original pack-in title for the Super Nintendo in November of 1990. Building on Super Mario Bros. 3, the game features an expansive world map and hidden secret exits which encourage exploration. Unlike its SNES predecessor, now players can save their progress, making it easier to return and uncover every secret the game had to offer. This key 16-bit platformer took advantage of the SNES's new tech to give the game a vibrant look. Super Mario World introduced Yoshi along with the Cape Feather, allowing versatility in movement and gameplay. Each world offers a distinct setting, from the verdant Yoshi's Island to the subterranean Vanilla Dome. With its fluid controls and a user rating of 4.54, Super Mario World is a retro gaming masterpiece. Here's a few games that nearly reached the top 10 in user rating for the Super Nintendo. In March of 1995, Square released Chrono Trigger, featuring a time-traveling epic spanning millions of years. Rather than spreading across continents, this JRPG features settings across multiple times, but always in the same geographic areas, where the beautiful backgrounds and scenery let you know right where you are in history. This game ditched random encounters for enemies you could choose to engage with, and its innovative battle system allows for powerful combo techniques between characters, adding depth to combat and encouraging party experimentation. With multiple endings and a new Game Plus feature, completionists are elated to scour every inch of the game world. With a user rating of 4.55, Chrono Trigger remains a shining example of creativity, technical mastery, and enduring storytelling in video games. Having already delivered two excellent 16-bit Final Fantasy games, Square showed that they had mastered the art of game design and storytelling with the April 1994 release of Final Fantasy VI. With a colorful cast of characters from all walks of life, each is crafted with a solid background explaining their motivations to save the world. Its inventive Esper magic system offers rich character customization, teaching spells and boosting stats to shape each hero's growth. Nobuo Uematsu's masterful score takes full advantage of the SNES's sound chip, blending sweeping orchestration and haunting melodies. Boss battles are varied and engaging, culminating in Kefka, one of gaming's most iconic villains. With a user rating of 4.55, Final Fantasy VI is the exemplar of a classic JRPG from the 4th console generation. After the controversial Zelda 2, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past brought the series back to its overhead roots in a stunning 16-bit adventure. Released in April 1992, this masterpiece remains visually striking even decades later, with pixel art that has aged gracefully. Its iconic soundtrack perfectly complements a gameplay experience that balances challenge, exploration, and dungeon crawling. Whether delving into intricate dungeons or scouring distant corners of the map for hidden treasures, every moment feels richly rewarding. The game world brims with secrets, offering heart pieces, upgrades, and other collectibles essential for a true 100% completion. With a user rating of 4.55, A Link to the Past stands out not just as one of the best NES games, but one of the best games ever made. Hey, Mike here. Thanks for watching the video. Since you've made it this far, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. New videos are always getting released. If you're ready for more, check out the 2 links to sate your appetite. Until next time.